Imagine a world where Aaliyah, the princess of R&B, survived the tragic plane crash that cut her life short in 2001. Already a rising star in music, film, and fashion, Aaliyah's potential seemed limitless. Without the crash, her career would have flourished with her effortlessly blending genres, dominating the big screen, and influencing fashion trends for years to come. However, the pressures of balancing fame, evolving the music industry, and navigating her personal relationships might have presented challenges along the way. Yet, through it all, Aaliyah would have cemented her place as an enduring icon, evolving into one of the most influential figures of her generation. Predicting how Aaliyah's life might have turned out if she hadn't tragically passed away in the 2001 plane crash offers a fascinating what if scenario, given her immense talent and potential. Here's AI's detailed and reasoned prediction of her future based on the trajectory she was on at the time. Aaliyah, born January 16, 1979, was an R&B singer, actress, and model. She rose to fame in the mid-90s with her debut album Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, and solidified her place in music with One in a Million, 1996, working with Timbaland and Missy Elliott. Aaliyah also pursued acting, starring in Romeo Must Die, 2000. In 2001, she released her final album, Aaliyah, but tragically died in a plane crash on August 25, 2001, at age 22. Despite her short life, she remains a major influence in music and culture. Now let's step into an alternate reality where Aaliyah is still with us, her incredible talent and influence continuing to shape the music and film industry. Aaliyah was already a groundbreaking artist in R&B, blending elements of hip-hop and electronic sounds with her smooth voice and sensual persona. After the success of her self-titled third album, 2001, which showed maturity and musical growth, she likely would have continued evolving her sound, perhaps experimenting with more futuristic beats or collaborating with producers outside her usual circle. Her close relationship with Timbaland and Missy Elliott was a critical part of her success. It's safe to predict that this trio would have continued creating chart-topping hits, possibly venturing further into genres like EDM or alternative R&B, both of which began to rise in the mid-2000s. Aaliyah's ability to adapt to new musical trends would have kept her relevant into the 2010s, and she may have played a key role in the modern resurgence of R&B alongside artists like Beyoncé and Rihanna. However, Aaliyah might have faced more pressure to keep reinventing herself to stay competitive with rising stars. If she didn't keep pushing her boundaries, it's possible her career might have plateaued briefly. Nonetheless, her talent would likely have helped her regain momentum in due time, especially with the right collaborations. Aaliyah's acting career was just beginning to take off before her untimely death. She had starred in Romeo Must Die, 2000, and was set to appear in the Matrix sequels, which would have been a huge boost to her Hollywood profile. Without her passing, she would likely have completed her role as Z in The Matrix Reloaded, 2003, and Revolutions, 2003, garnering attention in the sci-fi action genre. Following this success, she likely would have taken on more challenging and diverse roles, similar to what we saw with Beyoncé, expanding her acting into dramas or period pieces. However, there might have been growing tensions between balancing her music and acting careers, possibly leading to a temporary hiatus from music as she focused on film. Aaliyah was not just a talented singer and actress, but also a style icon. Her influence in the 90s and early 2000s fashion, with her streetwear chic and tomboyish aesthetic, would have continued to shape trends. She likely would have launched her own clothing line or even a cosmetics brand, especially considering how much celebrities like Rihanna have found success in these ventures. Her love for fashion could have brought her to collaborate with luxury brands like Gucci, Versace, or even streetwear icons like Supreme, blending high fashion with streetwear as we see today. There's a possibility that she might have created a signature line of her own, possibly becoming one of the pioneers of the modern era of celebrity-backed fashion. Aaliyah was in a relationship with Damon Dash, co-founder of Roc-A-Fella Records at the time of her death. Had she lived, it's possible this relationship could have deepened. Whether she would have stayed with Dash is harder to predict. The two seemed deeply in love, but Damon Dash's rocky business ventures and sometimes turbulent personality might have led to strains in their relationship, possibly causing a split. If they had stayed together, they could have emerged as a power couple in the entertainment world, akin to Jay-Z and Beyonce. However, given the pressures of fame and Dash's erratic business choices post-2001, there's a strong chance their relationship might have ended after a few years. The internal strife at Roc-A-Fella, including Jay-Z and Dash's fallout, could have pulled Aaliyah into industry politics. Her association with Damon Dash might have put her at odds with Jay-Z, particularly if she sided with Dash during their split. This could have made future collaborations with Roc-A-Fella or even artists close to Jay, such as Beyonce, complicated. By the 2010s, Aaliyah might have settled into family life. She could have become a mother by this point, choosing to step out of the limelight temporarily to focus on raising children. Like many artists, Aaliyah might have also focused more on philanthropy, particularly in causes related to music education, youth empowerment, or urban development. Her relationship with Damon Dash might not have lasted, as his own ventures into fashion and film encountered difficulties. This could have led to publicized breakups, tabloid attention. She may have found herself embroiled in Hollywood's pressures, leading to moments of vulnerability. By the time the 2020s rolled around, Aaliyah would have been in her early 40s. Aaliyah could have solidified her place as a living legend, similar to how artists like Mary J. Blige, Mariah Carey, and Janet Jackson have done. She might have appeared on special tribute shows or award ceremonies, performing alongside contemporary artists who grew up idolizing her. By this time, Aaliyah might have shifted into a mentor role, discovering or nurturing new talent under her own label or production company. She may have even crossed paths with upcoming stars like HER or Normani, guiding them in shaping their careers. Aaliyah would have gracefully transitioned into more mature acting roles, focusing on roles that reflect her age, wisdom, and elegance. By now, she could have had a distinguished multi-decade career in film, perhaps even directing or producing films of her own. While Aaliyah's reputation for grace and humility would have persisted, the pressures of fame, family, and balancing her legendary career could have caused moments of burnout. Though she'd likely have avoided major controversy, her reserved personality might have made her retreat from the public eye for extended periods. Had Aaliyah lived into old age, she would have become an undisputed icon, still referenced as a style and music pioneer. She might have retired gracefully from both music and film, focusing on family, charity, and living out her days in peace. Any remaining negative tendencies would likely be behind her by this time, having weathered the storms of fame with grace. Aaliyah's legacy would continue through those she mentored and the artists she inspired. In summary, Aaliyah's life would have been one of enduring influence, a multi-decade career spanning music and film. While she would have faced industry pressures and personal challenges, she would have emerged as one of the most respected figures in entertainment, gracefully aging into her role as a living legend.
Good evening. I'm Allison Lewandowski, and we begin tonight's broadcast with heartbreaking news from the world of entertainment. The world is mourning the loss of an icon. Legendary singer, actress, and cultural pioneer Aaliyah has passed away at the age of 73. Known as the Princess of R&B, Aaliyah Donna Houghton, who first captivated audiences in the 1990s with her effortless voice and innovative sound, died earlier today at her home in New York City. Her family has confirmed that she passed peacefully, surrounded by loved ones. While the exact cause of death has not been disclosed, sources close to the family say that Aaliyah had been battling health complications in recent years.
Thanks for sticking with me through this look at what Aaliyah's life might have been like if things had turned out differently. It's wild to think about the music, movies, and culture she would have continued to shape. Her legacy still inspires today, but imagining her living out all those possibilities really makes you wonder, right? If you enjoyed this what if scenario, be sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel and drop a comment. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Your feedback is what keeps me going. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.